Humankind innovates by conviction. Fire, wheel, electricity, moon. The world has never been changed sitting on a chair. Force equals mass times acceleration. Newton's still right, as are future generations. New times lie ahead. Sustainable, digital, reliable, always in motion. So let's scale up the force for good. It's time for a new green. It's time for new reliable motion. We're the innovation powerhouse with a trusted legacy of more than 150 years of engineering expertise, making motors and drives the backbone of motion. From check time per day to uptime per life cycle. From simply on-off to everything smart in between. Taking sustainability to the next level on a large scale around the globe. The only limit is physics, and we're working hard to push even those boundaries. Our most powerful engine, 15,000 dedicated experts, doers, colleagues. Together, we're the we in power, the E in emotion. We are Innomotics, redefining reliable motion for a better tomorrow. Innomotics.
Before we start with reliable motion for a better tomorrow, why are we so proud to be here this year on this SPS in 2024? It's our first fair SPS as a self-sustained independent company, Innomotics, not under the roof of Siemens any longer, but on our own feet. So that's already something to celebrate, right? And it's the most important fair for us and our business in the world, and it is in our hometown. So we are headquartered here in Nuremberg, just out of our doors of our biggest factory that we do have here in Germany. We have the fair SPS, so therefore it's even more important for us to be here and show the world how we redefine reliable motion for a better tomorrow. So what is it for the ones who don't know us yet? What we are as Innomotics. One thing, we are the market leader for electric motors and large drives. Meaning in all of our technology divisions, we are the number one. We have number one position in low voltage motors, IEC. We have number one positions for years in the medium voltage drives business. And we have a clear, in the meantime, number one position in the high voltage motors. We do that in a market that is bigger than 24 billion as a market leader. And we are basing all that success on the expert know-how of our 15,000 experts that we do have in the world. 15,000 employees working for Innomotics each and every day, living the purpose of redefining reliable motion for the better tomorrow. And why do we do that so proudly? We take the heritage of 150 plus years of innovation leadership with us. From Siemens into the future of Innomotics. Werner von Siemens invented the dynamo electric principles more than 150 years ago. We are still building electric motors on that basis, but we innovate the portfolio year over year over year as an innovation leader. And then we generate with all of that more than 3 billion of revenue as Innomotics. And we do the manufacturing for all of that in 17 international plants. So quite a global player as we stand self-sustained on our own feet. We are actually a global player in 49 countries in the world, so we can help our customers to act globally around the world with our reliable service and support. Wherever they are, we are. And what does it now mean? Redefining reliable motion for a better tomorrow. Redefining, we are the innovation leader for so many years already. Reliable motion, we are the partner our customers can trust. Our customers do operate very critical infrastructure assets. They have to run uptime every time, so uptime is of the essence. Our equipment, but also our service is the reliable offering to our customers to operate best performing with no downtimes wherever possible. And if downtimes, it's planned downtimes and not unplanned downtimes. And we are the partner to manage that quite successfully with our customers together. But what does it mean for a better tomorrow? we help our customers to reduce in operation their energy consumption. We help them to achieve their net zero targets and their CO2 reduction targets. Just imagine 70% of all electric power in industry is consumed by electric motors. So our motors can make the difference, and actually they do. Just take low voltage motors. If you develop a motor from one energy efficiency class to the next, we are reducing 10% of energy consumption. So improving by 10% energy use and resource use in operations. If you're coming to medium voltage drives, the comparison of a motor which is running on off or a motor that is running with a drive, which is the brain of the motor, can help to save up to 50% of the energy consumption. And that is actually what we offer our customers to improve their processes. And last but not least, if we use our high-efficient, high-voltage motors, these motors can offer a 1 megaton CO2 reduction over the lifetime of the motor if customers buying the motor from Innomotics and replacing an old one. So we are super proud of what we do to help that planet in industrial operations and critical infrastructure to be more and more protected over time. And actually what we did in 2024, the installed base that Innomotics brought to the world is saving 29 megatons over the lifetime of CO2 just because our customers are using our equipment. And that's something to be proud of, isn't it? And I'm seeing so much Innomotics people here, so Innomotics is all over the place. Thank you very much for being so dedicated and breathing and living that purpose. We do make a difference. And let everybody on SPS Fair know, Innomotics is doing a difference in innovating for a better tomorrow. And some of that you can actually see on our booth here, right on the right-hand side. We are very proud to have that independent own booth in the own colors with the new brand of Innomotics now here on SPS. So you will see our newest rectifier, the PR150 rectifier, which we exactly built to serve and feed electrolyzer production stations with the right current. So to produce green hydrogen, this is one of the most efficient, if not the most efficient rectifier you can find with 99.5% efficiency grading. So have a look. We do have projects already in the world where that equipment is used, and there's actually more to come. On the other hand, you will see the new fleet of our explosion-proof motors. So we fulfilled the explosion-proof motor line now up to IE5 energy efficiency class level. We are now covering 90% of the market demand with explosion-proof motors, and we are also introducing that fleet of XT motors today and tomorrow and on Thursday here on SPS. And last but not least, you will also see our geared motors fleet. We expanded as well the geared motors fleet to have a full sustainable portfolio for geared motors now offered to the world and to compete in competition with the others. And I guess we are doing that in the future quite successfully. So please have a look over there how we redefine reliable motion for a better tomorrow. And then there are some examples how we do that in the world. Why are we so proud and why are we believing we are really protecting the planet with what we do? We are really helping our customers. Why is it not just serving some motors and some drive, that's it? There are some examples where you can see that. Like on the left-hand side, you see an example in Spain with Repsol. It's an energy producer, and we help them to significantly reduce their CO2 emissions, meaning getting gas combustion turbine machines out of their operation, replacing them by a highest energy efficient drivetrain of a high voltage motor and a medium voltage drive. And with that, we could actually help them to reduce their CO2 emissions by 68,000 tons per year, which is a reduction of energy consumption of 25%. But also in water, wastewater. we help our customers. Water scarcity, for example, in the Middle East, is a very important topic to be solved. One example, Saudi Arabia, we built there, or we supported to build one of the biggest desalination stations, desalination plants, and our equipment makes sure that the uncontrolled downtime is reduced to a minimum. So here we have an operational system with only 1 hour in 100,000 operation hours of failure because of the high reliability of our Innomotics equipment. Or on the right-hand side, Germany now, you can see in the harbor of Kiel, we did connect green energy from shore to ships. So when ships, cruise ships or big container ships are in the harbor, they know they don't need to run their combustion engines any longer to generate power. They can be land connected with our drive system. And in Kiel, for example, we help the harbor to save 12,000 tons of CO2 each and every year just with our applications and what we build for them. But it doesn't stop here. Why do we do redefining reliable motion for a better? Here are some more examples. On the one hand, we supply, for example, in America, highest energy efficient motors to rolling mill applications. Hot rolling, cold rolling, they are all using our highest energy efficiency, and with that, for example, reducing energy efficiency by the earlier mentioned 10%. That's not only metals, that's also pulp and paper, that's also textile, that's also carbon fiber. In all these applications, our equipments of Innomotics are used. And then, one of my most loved ones is the project in the middle. We help in Norway, one of our oil and gas customer, to significantly reduce CO2 in their operations. We took green power from a hydro power plant on land in Norway. We have a lot of water energy being used as green energy. We take our drives to convert the current to be able to be transported by a land-to-sea cable onto platforms. On the platform, we exchange the combustion gas turbine machines by electric high-energy efficiency drivetrains. With that, that customer saves 500,000 tons CO2 per year and 1,700 NOx per year. And this 500,000 tons CO2, just imagine, is 1% of entire Norway CO2 emissions. And that is where we help customers to reach their net zero targets. And then, last but not least, in China, we developed for China the most powerful electrical motor ever built with 105 megawatt to compress air into caverns when green energy is more available than necessary, and to decompress again and generate energy when you need the energy actually. So it's an energy storage that we build to use green energy when we need it with high technology, which in that case is a 105 megawatt machine. And that saves in China a comparison of 42,000 tons of coal is not needed to be used anymore because of that solution, which is again 109,000 tons of CO2. So all of that are new energy versions where we as Innomotics play a significant role in the world, and they are the ones that are actually also visible and explained on our booth over here. So we are very active in turbine replacement, very active in industrial heat pumps, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow in more detail. We do provide the right equipment for hydrogen production, and we have the respective equipment to capture, to use, to store, and to transport carbon in operations, in industry and infrastructure. That is what we do, and we have tons, I would say tons of examples. We have very nice examples on the booth. So please come to us, visit us, have the talk with our experts. We are there to explain how together with you as customers, we can redefine reliable motion for a better tomorrow together in your operations, in your industries, with the help of Innomotics. So therefore, once again, we are very proud on that super looking booth. How do you like it? Do you like our booth? So thank you very much to our marketing and communications team for doing all that work, preparing for SPS, but also bringing that new brand to life, Innomotics, with the colors of strength. We are acting from a position of strength in that competition that we are in. We are the market leader and number one, and we have very nice colors and a very nice booth to receive our customers. So let's receive customers. I wish you all very successful SPS interactions, very, very good talks, and a joint discussion how further on we can redefine reliable motion for a better tomorrow. So have fun, enjoy SPS, and let's protect this planet together with Innomotics and with you all. Thank you very much.